And what this guy said was he was going for a really stressful period of his life. His wife was suffering with depression and all his struggles he was going through. He said, right, he had this kind of like process he would take himself through. He said, right, I'm going to put an alarm on for 15 minutes and I'm going to allow myself to scream and shout and let it all out. I'm going to allow myself to feel as bad as I want to feel. I can feel negative. I can do whatever I want for 15 minutes. And then when that alarm goes, he said, then I'm going to switch around into positive solution focused mode. We're going to think about how are we going to get unstuck here? What are we going to do? And I'm there listening to him. Wow, that's what I do. And that really, really works. And why does it work? Because it's a bit like when you have someone and you're sharing something with someone, some difficulty that you had, maybe you've had a bad day, maybe there's a lot of things on your chest right now, on your shoulders, and you're sharing something with someone, and you get those people that just want to fix you or fix it. They want to give you advice or just tell you to be positive. And sometimes in life, we don't need to do that. Sometimes the other person just needs us to listen. That could be enough sometimes. But when the person feels heard, they are then more open to that switch into a more kind of solution-focused mode. In terms of the brain, it's kind of like when we're feeling really emotional and frazzled and, you know, all that kind of stuff, anxiety, we're in our survival brain. I call it Frankenstein. The neuroscientists call it the amygdala. It's your fight, flight, and freeze part of your brain. So we're sometimes, you know, be positive, but we're stuck in here. So first of all, we listen, we calm the Frankenstein brain. He's not our enemy. We just listen and let it calm. And that means then it's easier for us to switch from here to boss brain or logical prefrontal cortex and start to move, get unstuck and move in a different direction. So that's the kind of flow that we need. We need to go through those kind of stages. And, you know, when you do kind of like therapy and coaching with people, sometimes you get a client come in and they're just really emotional. What do you do? Hey, be positive. What good stuff's been happening? I was probably a bit more like that when I first started doing my work, to be honest, because I came from solution-focused hypnosis. One of our best questions was, what good stuff's been happening? But if you've got a client where it's like they're having a really, 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 really challenging emotional week, you can't do that. You want to spend some time just listening, and we'll slowly but surely move into this kind of more kind of, more solution-focused mode, you know? But for now, we're just going to listen. I'm just going to be present with how we feel. And also understanding more about ADHD and autism, neurodivergence, and that what we call that sixth sense, interoception. It's an opportunity. Those moments where there's anxiety, so when we're in the storm, is an opportunity to grow, to strengthen that mind-body connection, that awareness of mind-body connection, that interoception, and become more whole as a human being. And when we do it like that, well, then it's real, it's genuine, and we can get unstuck.